Welcome back to my expanded divine panel of the infinite eight to divinely intervene as needed for my highest good, aka the highest good. I wanted to do a brief one, but this is Judgment. And this is season 2, episode 20, Judgment. Gifts unlocked by To the Inner Wild. This one's labeled That's what's happening. So I only intended on doing a 30-minute because I have to catch up on the rest. And kind of flex out other areas of my life, which I'm doing okay in. Not going too hard on myself. Yeah, this is sometimes the relaxation is part of detox. You know, how you treat yourself. Like when you're having to weigh in on something, it shouldn't be so cumbersome. It really shouldn't. So on the left side here on the energy, using the Shadowscapes Tarot. Left side I have 7 of Cups in reversal. This is a chosen. This is out of several options. A good, more than a handful of options. On an approach, on... It could be several things, okay? But this is wonderful, because on the right side, this is happiness achieved. Let me show you, just like this. Just like that. Ta-da! So that's great. This will inevitably make me happy. Happiest. Alright. So, where are we gonna go with this? Moving forward, this one. Segue cards. I don't know what to make out of this, but let's just go for it. Segue cards. Change in reversal. Coming up. Current. Well, it is a present tense with how it's titled. So it's present. The change has already occurred. Yeah, the change has already occurred. Therefore, it's unstoppable. All right. Tell me more, because that's if that's supposed to be a segue, it's like it already happened. Did you miss it? Okay, so ending in reverse, wealth in reverse, reconciliation in reverse, anxiety in reverse, the answer deck intro in reverse, frustration in reverse, and hidden enemy in reverse. You know what the frick that means? Shit already went down. You know how? I know. It's because this is the beginning of something that this new thing that's just opened up a new door for me. Like, okay, ding, and I'm landed into just another world. Look at that. Somebody got wiped out. Oh damn! They lost their savings. They lost a lot of assets. Let me tell you, putting their ass on the line, trying to mess with me and my collective. There's no reconciling other than to kick them out. Like, this isn't just like, okay, move one person away from the other, but this is effective immediately. Like, this is like a seize of assets. This is the only way that we can reconcile this is to take away from the other that took in excess. Crazy. They stole from several baskets. Okay, so this drops a lot of anxiety here. Yeah, like this is something like, we're not even going to waste time having to tell somebody to apologize. That's just like, that time has come, what is it? long come and gone. I think that's how they say it. So there's no introduction. This is something that's kind of like they they lost a lot of credibility. Whoever these energies are, they lost a lot of credibility, so they're no longer they know, how do I say it? They are no longer able to maintain the same clientele or the same groupings, affiliations that they used to have. But not only that, alongside with that, is that they're not introduced to new prospects. So it provides a lot of clarity. It's yeah, definitely. And so they're being revealed. If I read it like even reverse of this, it's all the same shiz. It's all in one batch. It's all in one package. In fact, I would think I was supposed to read it starting this way. Like, somebody was revealed. Okay. Ta-da! Like, ooh, eureka! We found these fuckers. And we can stop looking for the leads of, who it might be, who are we, like, who is it truly that's guilty of this bullshit? And so it provides like a lot of peace, being able to single that out. Everything is reconciled by kicking that trash out, like taking the trash out, and seizing their assets. So now it leaves a new beginning. Fan-freaking-tastic. That's a great segue. I like it. The change has already occurred. This has already transpired. Okay, other than reading the cards, I'm going to just check the energy. Excuse me. Let me just do this. My hair needs to be tamed a bit, so I'm going to do it. That's true. I did a double on it. Put on some lip stuff. Oh, thanks for the subscription. In 20 minutes, you shall be able to speak. Unless you comment, outside of the chats. That is the only exception. Oh, look. I already had my chocolate chip cookie today, but that was just one. It was a measly one. Yeah, my hair needs to be tamed. So that's the segue. Now for the header cards. Header cards. Okay. That's what happened for me. Or is it that's what's happening for me? Holy crud. Let me just get it all straight here. That's what's happening for me. But this one is already past. This is actually current. Or it just happened. Yeah. It just happened. So that's a segue. Okay, so what's happening for me? And that's what's happening for me. What is it? Oh, the end. The end of that bullshit. Okay. Yeah, someone was very persistent. People think I'm just like exaggerating sometimes when I talk about things that happen in my life or these certain characters. Like, nobody can be that much of a dick, or nobody can be that like thirsty for somebody else's attention, and they get all jealous and upset. Oh, I don't even know this character, and like lose their shit, including like not just associations, but their own kids, their own family. Like, their attention is solely fixed on stuff like this. So that's what happened. There's closure on that chapter. I shall see none of that again. Header card. Boop. 3, 2, 1, cheese. Ooh, what is this? I think it's the Eight of Wands. Oh, yeah, it's the Eight of Wands in reverse and Destiny. So on the recipient side, this is like closed case, but it's also like shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Yeah, this is shut your mouth. They don't have, nobody has shit to say about that. This is, it's all just a roar of an applause in this room, this empty room. For sure. Yeah, that's, there's just like, it should have, something is shut down and shut up for sure. Their energy is shut down and shut up. So I shall receive none of that any further, not even from their affiliates, because you know that energy, whatever, is being made an example out of. So anybody who decides to kind of pick up where that, you know, like acts like Hydra, they're gonna see worse, likely to see worse. Anyway, destiny. I'm free to approach my destiny as it should be. Okay, fantastic. Let's get some clues on this. Wait, should I do more? More on this first. Okay. Okay. In the pocket is 14. Temperance in reversal. It felt like right here, it's recipient. It's a huge rush. A huge tide. Oh, you know, like, it's the inverse to, like when a tidal wave, happens, it first pulls, there's like an undercurrent or whatever, it pulls back, it pulls, and that's what this energy, whatever, was trying to do, was, trying to like pull me in and under, I mean, this is like, if you're working in the occult, this is, there's several means to this. So, you know, trying to drown me, like pull me away from the shore. But it's also pulling water back from the shore, depending on how big the tidal wave is, depends on what kind of energy you're talking about, though. Because, like, it can cause a drought, you know, in the area. But like, what does that do if it's like under the sea already? This must be like etheric type of energy if they're toying with that, like fucking with that. But if we're just talking about like, if we're talking about simple-minded people, which I feel like most of them are, and thinking that they're like smart, uh, what they're doing is like they're revealing all of like the stuff that was buried underneath, calling attention to those energies, so that it doesn't, it averts attention from what they're actually doing. So there's a pullback on that. And then here's the big tidal wave. Where are you? Slam. Coming through. Tina's baptized again. Her auric fields are baptized. Okay. What else do you want to say, Sir Poseidon the Third? What would you like to say, Granddaddy Poseidon? Okay. All of them, okay. 7 of Pentacles. What I'm hearing is like, patience will pay off. And let me show you how. Okay, which is Page of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. Okay. I was allowed time to invest in me. 2 of Swords in reverse, which dusted off the roads. Okay. All right. It's kind of like Mary Poppins when she's helping the kids like put away stuff in it, and then it's snap. It's a game, whatever. So, this is you know, doing things in my normal room or whatever. But then in the ethers, it's Mary Poppinsville. And so things, it was truly clearing the road. Four of, yeah, definitely a paradigm shift. This is a mind shift. Four of Wands in reverse. It created movement. From here to the ethers. Shout out to the ethers. That's what's happening. All right, Three of Swords in reverse. Yeah, I told you what I'm all about and what I'm not all about. And so this is reappearing again. Straight up. Interesting. And then right here is the Hangman card or Hangman card. Okay, objectivity. So patience pays off. Once you look at your situation objectively, you are able to see the opportunity of being dragged and pulled down under. Okay, so a huge tide of blessings is coming through. Great. I like it. I like your style. Okay, let's get some clues on what will shower me with plentifulness this season. Says, let's figure what they gonna say to me right now. Something. First off, hold on. Just as is. Mice. In reverse, okay? Discord among friends or family. Oh, look. Things are cleared up. It's in reversal, so we're good. We're good. We're doing well. I'm doing well. I mean, geez. Well, I have to say we are doing well. We're doing a lot better. Yep, it's confirming. No discord. Things are actually cleared up. Like people understand me better. Oh, you know what? I was a little naughty. I asked, does this include the in-laws as well? I mean, not that I'm like puppy in the window, but some things you like, you have to understand the nature of the beast and like the whole thing with like family and this and that and tradition and so I had to back out of, you know, a certain scenario of energies. Some were more obvious than others, but you know, once they realized the core source of that depletion, they once they got to get a better scope of that energy, they realized, yeah, that was for the best. So I asked if this includes my in-laws, and they said no. No. If that's the case, some of them did me wrong. Others know that there's something really funky going on, especially if they know the people and what they did that was really heinous. But they choose to stay out of it, stay away from it. So like pretend like nothing, like they don't know anything, which is like cowardice, you know, save your own ass. And you know, that's what that is. I asked initially, to be fair, if they were like too busy with their own lives. And let me just check again. No. In fact, they are bored of their own lives. But they're going to go ahead and put that doctor that statement, and they're just going to say that they're too busy with their own lives. They didn't notice or whatever. And so that's what that is. That's what I left behind for that particular, you know, subset. But I did check several times. I was fair with it, and the strongest energy is that Some of them really, really did me wrong. And then some are just trying to avoid the issue, like trying to look the other way, basically. And like, how else are you going to define that other than coward, you know? But like, I think those energies use the excuse of being a realist. Like, I have a family, I have my own thing going, etc., etc. I don't need to be bothered by this and that, which is true. Coward. You're right, coward. Yeah. Because if we were to switch shoes, guess what they would say? Guess what would happen with that? So this forum is really not to talk shit about the other side. But I did check the energies several times, and that's what that is. So, okay. So, no longer discord amongst friends or family. So, who's my true then? Some of them are non-blood related. The ones that are blood related are very, very peaceful. Like, very just... they've gone with the flow of things with me. Yeah. Yeah. If they're blood, then that's true. If they're non-blood, they just simply relate to me. They know what's up. They've been through this before. Yeah, that's true. Okay. All right. More clues. Okay. And we got flowers. Extroverted. Happiness. Look at that. Could you ask for anything more? So other than not just like clearing up confusion and chaos, and as a replacement to that space, so it's not just empty and hollow, there's happiness, there's beautification in this new feels. It still feels spacious, but it's happy spacious. Not a hollow emptiness. I like it. Teardrops, inverted, great personal sorrow. Inverted, muted. Project. It's muted. Yeah. No more crying. Yeah. Great personal sorrow. Those days are over, pal. Non-pal. Non-semi-pal. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, non-faux pal. Or is it? No, it should be faux pal. Yeah, that's how it goes. All right, anything more from here? No. No. Okay. Anything more from here? No. Continue with this. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's what's happening for me. Eight of Cups. This is still... leaving something behind, though. Oh, I still have to, like, walk on my own, you know? Yeah, I still have to keep on traveling, you know? I think that's what that is. Huh. Interesting. Traveling. Hold on. I don't know what this... what the heck? What's happening? I think there's still more me time or something. Yeah. I mean, it's one thing to... move past that stuff, all that crap. But I still need some time on my own. I think that's what that is. Hierophant. Oh, yeah, this is personal clarity. This is, because, like, I could have engaged in the Eight of Cups, but there are, like, stalkers, you know, monitors, those kinds of energies that are constantly leeching off of, you know, just, what is it? Tailgating, you know? There's those energies. So this is being able to walk freely in peace and basically get my head straight for real, like without any interruption. Hi. Great, I did. I need to do this more often so that I can check on how much more gua sha sessions I need to do. I have my own. And I don't feel any psychic attacks. Pew pew. Okay, there we go. Just what we need to do. Scuba dive this. Scuba. Can I do it? Excuse me. This is my 80s version of a hijab. Excuse me. Do not be offended, okay? I'm learning. I like it. Fashionable. Do you see? It's lovely. All right. Okay, tell me more. That's what's happening for me. I get to... I mean, is this me? Oh, no. Internal? Well, it's partly internal. External. External as well. What? Oh, damn. I think I know what this means. I think somebody is writing up a contract for me. Somebody is about to sign me. That's where I'm going. You see? I'm going. Fantastic. Let me just double check. Oh, yeah. This is a contract. Not like, oh, what is it? Like, we're gonna screw you over contract. This is, no, this is an opportunity. Actually, a very good one. A, lucrative. Ludicrous speed, lucrative. Yeah, for real. Thank you. It's partly to protect the crown chakra, but it's also partly because when I took my hair out of that ponytail braid, it looked like I was... Yeah, if you ever seen that video, you're like, you have to be a certain age range to be able to know what that video is. It's that song, like, here I go again on my own. Walking down the only road I've ever known. Like a drifter, I was born to walk alone. That's what it is. Yeah, so anyway, there's this girl, like, with crazy 80s hair. They all have crazy 80s hair. But she's, like, dancing on a car. And very classic 80s. Like, she has... I don't know, a button-down white shirt. It's oversized and, like, with a tie or something, and then, like, like tied up in a knot, and then she has, like, a long maiden skirt or something, and but, like, with a slit or something, and she has nice legs, and it's very totally 80s, super tanned, and I mean, she looks beautiful for sure, but Anyway, my hair looks wild, almost like I'm Eddie in Stranger Things. So I've got to do something different. I like this though. Oh, you're old enough to know? Good for you. Kudos. Kudos to you. Kudos. Kudos. All right, so, okay, tell me about this contract. Tell me. Okay, tell me. They're going to tell me a little bit more on this. And then this one too. No, they said just this. V. V is for victory in some endeavor. Accentuated. Yay. See? That's the 5 and the 5. Master number 55, the Master Explorer. That's what that is. But it's like V. Give me a... I heard, give me a beat, but it was, give me a V. That's for Janet. That came from Janet. What is it? Miss Jackson, if I'm nasty. And I think this is pretty good. This is pretty good nasty, if you ask me. But yeah. So obviously I am doing fantastic here. Yes. I mean, I was not gonna come onto here, but then some people are like consistency, and some people are like, you're on here too much, make people miss you, etc. Or, you know, and it's just like, you hear things left and right in different variations, and this is not me barking at people, this is just an observation. And so, I know I don't need to invest another hour and a half in here. If consistency is just input on a daily and not going overboard with like, okay, well, because I did 2 hours yesterday, I'm logged in for another 2 hours. I got other stuff to do. I just like, okay, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. And here I am inventing a beautiful 80s hijab. Like, that's awesome. I might... I like it. See, it disguises a little bit of my bumpy bump right there. Or maybe it draws attention to it. But it's like, I like it. I like it. Anyway, a little bit more on this. So it's based on... Oh, I'm zooming here. Okay, anyway, what... Accentuated. Finger. In reversal, so accentuated, warning you of a problem either now or in the near future. It's in reversal and accentuated. There's no problems coming through here. So it's, you know, it's like, what is it? How do they say it? Put one finger up if you blah, 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 blah. If you have ever gotten shot at. Put another finger up, whatever. That's kind of like, what is her name? Hillary something. When she was, that actress. I don't remember her last name. Anyway, she is a teacher at a school in the projects. And she realizes that in playing that game, to kind of get participation and be able to read the room better, she got to learn about the scope of what her students, as kids, what they have to deal with. So I don't have to do that. It's accentuated, so that's fantastic. What else fell? Okay. What fell behind my wheel is sunrise and reversal. New creative ideas, new ventures, a fresh start. Oh, that's fantastic. I know what this means logically, but let me just verify. This is upcoming. Because if this is saying upcoming, that I'm not to expect that inversely saying, especially with whatever was transpiring before, that's the oncoming. That's the oncoming. A new day. A new day. What is it? A new... What song is that? Let me look it up. What is that song? It's by Pretty Lights. Excuse me. Finding it. Pretty Lights. A new shoot. No, the time has come. Oh my God. Yeah. Okay. Filling up the city skies. Disc 1. Save the playlist. All right, we'll add it onto your horsey mouth. Fantastic. Doing the job. On the job. Fantastic. Pat yourself on the back. Okay. Okay, more on here. Oh, wait, there's one more. Look, look, look. It's peekaboo. Peekaboo. Do I check this one too? No, just this. Okay. Wind chimes inverted. Peace and harmony. Okay, I had to check if it was muted, like if it's going to be crazy loud, or if it's inverted. And yeah, peace and inner peace, inner harmony. Wind chimes. That's good. That's good. Changing of the seasons and changing, well, changing of the guard. Okay, more from here. Here first. Yeah, that's right. Hillary Swank. Thank you very much. Good job. You get a gold star. Do you want a blue star, red star, green star, or or gold star or silver star? You get a pick. Okay. Anyway, here. Nine of Pentacles. Look at them. That garden bloom. Fantastic. It's still blooming. It's still good. I'm still doing good. Oh, look at that harmony. Inner peace, so I can create more harmony. Harmony beans. I like it. Okay. This is, the music is alive. Four of Cups. Okay, what is this decision all about? What is this decision about? Okay, hold on. Oh, I maybe like the gold star because you're a Leo. Definitely. Yes. Okay, so Four of Cups. This is not me having to make the decision. This is waiting for somebody to make the decision on me. Yeah. I mean, I think the main decision has been made, like the main person, but then there's like, you know, a whole room of individuals and like processes or something like that. So it's like, I think so. Hold on. Yeah, it's a ladder. Yeah, it's a ladder. That's a big one. All right. Okay. Anything more on that? The As gots to know. The Sun card, but like I'm undeniable. I'm undeniable. Like, but that's the thing. That's been my life scenario. Like knowing that I am exceedingly better. I'm obviously a good choice, irrefutable, but then there's, you know, you can't get mad for other people choosing to opt out and see otherwise, you know. You can't change, you know, how people deal with their own egos and their level of pride, you know. So there's certain, like, how do I say it, when people tend to have high egos and they know the impression of what a certain decision that's an anomaly, what kind of impression that would make, uh, They may choose otherwise. I mean, they might just like, you know, go with their standard, but then they're like, because it's so obvious, like the decision to on me is so obvious that like if they realize that whoever they got before, or like whoever they opted for, didn't cut it, they wouldn't go back to me, because that I've just seen that way too many times. They don't like to admit defeat, nor if they were wrong. And so, like, they don't like to look like an ass, basically. But energetically, it's like, everybody knows, like, including that person, that, you know, they were wrong. So, like, you know, it's just something that they've constantly have to, you know, deal with, but whatever. This one, I can't dictate that for myself. And I think that's why I feel so bummed about it. Just like, okay, here we go again. Here we go again. Okay. I already saw the clip of, what is it? Something that I've never seen before. The one, she's the one, or she's the girl, or she's it. Whatever that thing was with the 1950s audition singer thing. I already saw the vibe of that, and it's like, oh, that's what's gonna happen to me. Is that like, okay, but like, maybe that's part of the origin story, and that leads to better opportunities, you know? Every single rejection was just a milestone to a better one. A better off position. So it's fine. It's just like, here I go up, here we go down. But like, I guess the best thing to take out of this is not to get so upset over something that hasn't happened yet. Because like, I will I will not damn myself into another situation where I'm going to be like having to be mulled over and scrutinized in a way of like whether or not I qualify or am eligible or good enough. Like I should be a prominent selection, not like second guessed. I won't do that. I won't do that. Like, you either see it or you don't, and that's okay if you don't, but I'll be moving on. That kind of energy. That's it. That's it. No extras, just yeah. There's something else tied to that though. Yeah, I think that's the main idea of it. There was something else in the messaging, but that's okay. That's what that is. Yeah. Okay. In reversal, chair filled. In reverse, someone new is entering your life. Look, they just said chair filled when I just talked about that. Is this relative to what I was just talking about? So. I think the position, whatever this thing is filled. Oh, the other thing is like the thing that I can't get like wrapped up in is like, this thing like never really happened, you know, transpired yet. So why would I get really that bummed about it when it's, you know, the intro to a great possibility, when I already like had the confirmation of something is like kaput, some gnarly, nasty, foul fuckery is kaputs, you know? Like, I should be jumping for joy for that, like fixated more like on that win than this possible, you know, loss. If anything, it's their loss. And but like, I don't, let me get a clarifier on this. Someone new is entering your life. I think I'm entering into someone else's life, but let me get the 2 clarification spots for that. Okay, so. Okay, so is that role already filled? Justice in reverse. Yes, and it's an injustice. That's what that is. Six of Pentacles, but I will get, you know, reciprocation in the end. There's something, yeah, like a better funding source. Because, you know, the thing that came to mind was that the reason why it's an injustice, not because like I didn't not only get it, like did not just not get it, but it was filled by that other like niche of an energy, like somebody slept around or whatever to get their way. You know, somebody had a certain promise of like this and that. It was something particularly like um by affiliations and associations and certain things like that, not based on really fitting the part. It was, yeah, it was like, it was politics. That's what it is. Yeah, I didn't get it. Somebody else did. But I still get the funding source. Either by the same, another. A different investor. Like a higher up investor. You see, like I'm down here, they're like all the way up here. Yeah, a higher up investor. That's great. So about was it something, or is there anything more on this? Not from this deck. Okay, let me get a little bit more on this. Yeah, there's more on it from here. Okay, tell me more. Tell me more. Accurately, tell me more. Lovers. Oh shoot, somebody that really likes me. That sees me for who I am. Mm, Friend in reverse. Somebody that kind of already knows me. Yeah, I don't really know them, but they know me. Like parasocial relationship. Like what we're doing over here? Hold on. Battle in reverse. Yeah, they have no issue with what I do. They would not pretend that they, you know, like, to simplify like the dynamics of meeting somebody in person. A lot of people, they pretend like they don't know what I do. They know. Like, how could you fucking not know? A person's nature upon receiving like somebody's personal phone number is to look them up on social media. That's the straight up first thing that anybody does, even in businesses. And so yeah, like you're gonna fucking know. Like, and so that's why I think it pisses me off, and it absolutely irritates me when somebody pretends like they don't, because I know how fucking nosy people are. And so yeah, I just like, it complicates the game, especially if they just want to lay with you, you know. And so it's like the worst game ever that people play, you know. But like like I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, someone new is entering your life. I'm entering into their life. So let me get a few more details on that. No, I just get this card. Even though it opened up to the Magician, we put the Magician away. Okay. Page of Swords in reverse. What? It's a liar and a cheat. And what is the purpose of all of this? Why am I entering? Three of Wands. There's something more to see. Something about more to see. More to see. Something I'm supposed to download off of, or channel from there. Something more I'm supposed to see from them, or we, because like this isn't automatically say that like, oh, this new meet is like a romantic thing. Maybe it's also to gain insight because it's a page, like the scope of a certain realm or who their affiliates are. Something like that. Let me find out. Three of Wands. Or to just like know that something isn't for me and move from there. Because Three of Wands is like looking outwards. Oh, damn. Okay. Oh, damn. Six of Cups in reverse. Yeah, bad blood. So you like move on. Like just because I'm kept safe from energies that are like heinous and removed, doesn't mean that I shouldn't be exercising discernment from what's for me and what's not for me. Whether they're people or opportunity, like job opportunities, a certain career path. I still, that's everybody. You have to exercise discernment. You don't just like network blindly just because like, oh, well, they might introduce me to this person even though that energy is a total shithead, Like I don't believe you can get very far with that kind of introduction when they're really that interwebbed with whoever they're introducing me with. You know what I mean? Like that gives me a flavor of what is just buying time, It's lying to yourself. So I know that other people operate differently and they may get higher, but they lose a lot more of themselves along the way. Okay, anything more? The Hermit card in reverse, the Fool card in reverse, and Eight of Cups in reverse. So this is like a big U-turn, but this is also a comeback, like a spring back, like a diving board opportunity, a sense of awareness that this would ultimately be holding up what I'm supposed to do, wherever I'm supposed to go. This is just a little bit of a tangent, like, hey, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to relive any other scope of that. That's all right. Eight of Cups. So I just returned back to the drawing board. Okay. All right. So like noticing these things doesn't mean that I ultimately have to live out each and every single scenario. If I catch it here, I more than likely don't have to go through the actual like, walking through that bullshit, But this is like, just in case, this is your safety net. We're just jotting down some notes so that if I am confronted with that energy in the future, then I'll know exactly what to do innately. Because right now it feels like hypothetical, but honestly, when you script it in your head, when you're very certain about it, or at least I am in this stage, it already sets the precedence. Like that's my new script. That's my new thing. And so when I encounter that, it's like, oh God, no, nah. I I got some things to do. I just got a call. Yeah, like that. So there's that. Okay, let's get some other clues on that. What is this leading me to then? Okay, clues. Scandal in reverse and jealousy in reverse. Look, I averted bad blood. Look, I told you. Oh, like this is my hijab with bangs. This is the version with bangs. No fringe there, but that's how I'm gonna do it. Scandalous. Yeah, scandal and jealousy in reverse. That's what I averted. Another crisis. Okay. Okay, this is good. This is good. So, one, crisis averted, and entering a scenario where the unpopular vote was like in link with me, but the dominant scope was opposed to me because of politics. And it would have been like a beautiful scenario except for that politics part, and so everybody's lives would have likely been miserable if I, you know, stole the part and knocked down the other competition. So it would have been like just awful in that scenario. Like I want to be in an area that I am appreciated and welcomed. Like I don't, you know, like why do I need to work like against the grain on, like why do I need to like subject my energy, my precious energy, my delicious scrumptious energy, and my juicy energy around people who are like they're degraded energy already as is. Like they wouldn't be trying to tear somebody else down or having stank face or whatever if they were feeling good about themselves. You know what I mean? Like I've never ever been like in a wonderful like feels and like, you know, tried to talk shit on somebody, you know, like no. So yeah, it's going against yourself. So then the other scenario is being welcomed by a certain energetic and knowing that they're lying to you. This is basically like human trafficking basically. They lie, they introduce you to other people that lie, that have other like agendas in mind, and then they lock you in, and then like all this other shit happens. It's more than bad blood. He says scandal and jealousy. Like holy smokes, I would have to. I averted jealousy in like an environment that uh pimps out their people. You know, like I like yeah, no thanks. Oh dang! We have a competition of the Jose's. Just kidding. Sorry, I could not resist. It was back to back. Um, Hola. All right. So moving forward, where am I off to? Where is this princess off to? Okay. What's happening? That's what's happening for me. Page of Wands. A new start. A new start. This is it. It's an admirable start. Like, that's one disappointment after another. Right after, like, getting the good news of, like, oh, that shit is crazy and gone, done, and over with. And I'm entered into this new arena. Yay! And then disappointment. Then disappointment. And then a new start. This is the third time. It's gonna be a charmer. So more than a charmer. It's gotta be. It's gotta be. So okay. The Star in reverse, the Nine of Wands, and Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Oh, this is an energy that's like an investor. Not just an investor, like, you know, like when people do charity, they either invest their money or their time. This is money and their time, their presence. This is yeah, someone who is willing to not just water me, but pour energy into me. Like, this is, you know, like how producers have their proteges, or like, that's what it is. This is an upcoming star. That's what they're telling me. That's what they're telling me. You know. Hold on. I'm feeling nausea in my stomach. But let me find out. You know what? They said no. No. Let me see here. Okay. This is money, like investment. This is presence, not time. It's presence. I don't know what the frick that means, but this is presence. And attention. But I don't know why time. Maybe this is not like I'm having to handhold someone. Maybe this is something where I have more autonomy. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, because right now, this person, yeah. So this investor knows, or this energy of an investor, or whatever, this representation of an investor, yeah. They know how the world works, and basically, even though I exhibit the qualities of it, show signs of it, characteristics, the work or whatever, embody that energy. To everybody else, I'm a nobody. That's what that, like, to break it down for you, I'm basically a nobody to many. In this person's high level view, okay? However, they see that that is not always correct. And so they're willing to invest, because this is not me right now, but this is the future me. They said, like, okay, is this internal, external? They said this is external, but when I asked for specifications, this is external, as in that's future me, where people are going to see that I'm an upcoming star, celebrity, or whatever. But right now, as what people like will like, people are just so strange. They either talk down your efforts or they talk them up. It's there's no in between. You have to prove it this way, or it's like you just don't make it. That kind of energy, you don't make the cut. I don't know why it's so extreme like that, but it's I don't know. I don't know why it's like that, but whatever. That's what that energy is showing me. Okay. I don't know. Maybe it's like a power thing. I don't know. Okay, let me get a little bit more on here. I don't want to spend too much time on here. It's already been an hour. Okay. All right. Okay, a little bit more on this. I mean, sometimes it's better off like this, so that the things that are to be worked on and refined or whatever, mastered. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I'm doing really, really great after. So for somebody to, mm, I don't know, for the world to feel like they need to pre-package me and customize me and market me in a way that's more digestible to other energies, that's like besides the point, you know? So, I guess this energy also knows like how dim-witted other energies are. They just get too far up on their whatever, and like whether it's on the higher ups or even just like the collective, like the majority, you know. Mm-mm. This is saying that most people are shitheads. Most people are shallow. Most people are blah blah blah, and so that's just, you know, looking at things. So Ace of Swords in reverse. Pinning something down. What does that mean? Oh, they're saying that I can't be pinned down. Five of Cups in reverse. Oh, yeah, because they because this particular energy wants, like, sees something in me. They don't quite believe in me enough to just go as is in that direction. They will if I prepackage myself in a certain way, if I, you know, basically dumb myself down or fake it or whatever. There's something about this where I can't be pinned down, and because I cannot be controlled, I must say goodbye to this. Thanks. Thank you for also your subscription. Yeah, so another goodbye. I mean, these are, you know, it's just like a numbers game probably. Judgment in reverse. Yeah. This is something that would have me in limbo from receiving the best of karma for myself. This is, yeah, this is definitely being in limbo. Like, this is wasting my time, basically. That's what I feel like. I really do feel like that. Let me double check one more. Parrot, extroverted. Someone will gossip about all your secrets. What's that all about? Extroverted. Oh, hold on. Oh yeah, that would be wasting my time, because you know what, that kind of that investor is just as shallow, because like over the course of time of getting to know me and like certain arenas of myself, like this is like, hi, how do you do, etc., you feel safe, like this is a new investor out of two flops, you know, entering into a new arena. You think that this one is great, you know, and it's like actively investing a cup, you know, more than just, you know, a yes, and you feel safe, and so you talk about certain things, and then because you decline this motherfucker, they're going to put you on blast, like, oh well, you know, yeah, she didn't work out because, yeah, she's just some other bullshit. Oh, I don't lose my dharma. This is just saying like that simply won't work. That simply won't do. Okay, so let me let me get to a good place here. I didn't know we were gonna go this far, but holy crap! If this, if me acknowledging the rights and the wrongs of certain paths then, and to save me from having to actually walk them and move me forward and advance me to walking the right one in real life, then I'm just gonna keep going with this. That's fine. Okay. What do you want me to, like? Okay. New path. Page of Cups. An admirer. Okay. Sometimes, you know, like working in establishments, they say, you know, like if you're having a shitty day, or if everybody's having a shitty day, they say, like, you know, it only takes one. It only takes one. You know, admirer, basically. And so, same concept, same logic. Oh, like to make a difference in at least one person's life is like phenomenal. You don't know what other people's networks and possibilities are like as well, and so like sometimes you don't know what kind of an impact you're creating. So this is kind of like under the same scope in less, like, I guess, possibly raunchy terms, but 10 of Wands in reverse, Ace of Pentacles, and 8 of Wands. Oh look, a better opportunity, like full out, no battle, no battle on battle, no layers of that, no baggage, no extra bullshit. Okay, no bullshit. This is straight up Ace of Pentacles. This is direct funding, not just like a perk of an all access pass like the previous. This is actual funding. Physical funding. Also straight up communication. Okay, let me get more detail on that. Okay. Okay. Inspiration. Oh, that's very good. Okay. That's Hikachi's key. Oh my goodness. Let's not understate this stuff. Okay, what's going on? Fair gray-haired woman. Okay. This is me. All right. Dominantly internal, partially external. So this must be like the representation of a more mature crowd. Let me just double check here. It's not Hecate. I checked. Gain. Okay. So I don't know how soon this is going to be. I mean, I'm in my mid 40s, but I think from what somebody told me about my natal chart or whatever prediction it was, they said that it would be around, should I say it? In my 50s, my like early 50s, it would start like, so I got a whiles to go, according to that. Like how many more years? Like, it makes me sad. Tiger, doing something risky, taking a chance, inverted. That's internal. Not that one, just these ones. Dog, accentuated, protection from a powerful friend, and then 4-leaf clover. Great good fortune. So the good thing is that I don't need to be saddened that if it were to be true, that would be like in my early 50s. It doesn't speak of things remaining the same until then. This like a great deal of prosperity is more like in my early 50s, which just means that I have to be a lot more careful about other people surrounding me, because like nobody's gonna give a fuck until like I actually get that money, you know what I mean? So nobody's gonna be like as super friendly until I near the point of when I get that money, or that fame, that fortune. And that should say a lot about how I hold myself and how I hold others definitely accountable. That's sad. That's a journey in itself. But in the meantime, I'm like, stability is fucking great, you know? Having a reliable means of income, also great, you know? So that's where that is, okay? Okay, let me get more clarifiers on that. New shit. Alright. It's like, fuck. I was jumping to conclusions. I was freaking out a little bit, like, oh my god. I have to wait that fucking long. Great. Fucking great. The devil in reverse. Okay, so this is a part of my life where I take it easy. I guess, like, what is it? New levels, new devils. And so I think the biggest devil is not having to obsess over things, you know, right? When you're sitting in your own seat, and you know of the possibilities, you know what your potentials are, but not having to control everything else, like, that's where it is. Like, we're energetically not obsessing over something. Okay, so I'm going to leave it at that. Oh gosh, 2. Page of Pentacles in reverse and 5 of Swords. Okay. So what is this? Page of Pentacles in reverse. Oh, I got the napkin here from my chocolate chip cookie. So now when I blow my nose, it's gonna smell like chocolate chip cookie. There's happiness to be found everywhere. Okay. Am I clear? Yeah. I gotta. Thank you. It's just like, shit. You would think I'm the one that's like doing heinous things to like have to go through all this shit, but it's just making me stronger. Highly coveted. Inevitably the one. Like undeniably. But you know, the person that read that in my charts did say that like it could it don't fixate on like that being the time, the actual time of it. That's the inevitable time. However, things can shift, okay? There are things in life that can shift. So do not doom yourself into this or that or whatever. Like, things can shift. So, anyway. Page of Pentacles in reverse. This is investment in self, and then the huge one up here. So this is like, do what you're doing, really. Just business as usual. Okay. Yeah, okay. Clarifier. Okay. Carrot. Opportunity or windfall extroverted. And so something banal will inevitably sprout through. Look, I found a carrot. It's my carrot. There's no strings attached. Fantastic. Dark brown, dark-haired woman. Universal. External. What is that? What the heck is that? Storm. Oh my god. That bitch still, those bitches still tried to make a way through here. Oh my gosh, they're still, what the fuck is going on? It's the same ones. It's the same ones. It's the same ones. What the fuck? I told you that these energies, it's more than having to banish them. They like have to be taken out. They like, I don't even understand. Like they're the only way they'll stop, like for my lifetime to ensue, is that they would have to be killed off, literally, like some freak accident. Like there's no other, like there's no other way. There's no other love of their life that they're going to find that will keep them preoccupied enough to stop fucking with me. There's no dollar amount that's going to keep them from trying to fuck with me. That is that energy, you know? Like, that's true. Okay. So, but you know what? What the fuck is this? I don't know. Spirit, what is this? I told you I wasn't planning on spending 2 hours here. What is this? What is this? I think Spirit just wants to show how gnarly that energy is, so that, you know, like um when you're being abused or threatened or whatnot, in order to get like a certain court order or whatever, I think there has to be some kind of historical evidence, like police reports and like pictures and this and that. Like it has to be very in-depth with the log of like all of the things that had transpired in order to validate, like, okay, they're going to be locked away for good, you know, that kind of energy. Not just dropped out of associations, not just, you know, banished from certain arenas. They have to, like, they have to be taken out, that kind of energy. So that's what I think Spirit is indicating here. That's the purpose of that, to indicate the Like, because, like, honestly, like, it's just wasting my time. I don't know. That's what it feels like. So target, a goal-oriented person. Yeah, bullseye. It's that energy. I don't know, like, they have shitty goals, obviously, but I'm peacock in reverse. Beware of great pride. It's external. Like, the more, like, happy I am, they define that as pride. Like, I'm trying to rub it in their face, and they get even more, like, fucking crazy. What fell in my lap is goldfish. Increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. Inverted. Yeah, that happened. That happened in my lap, and that happened in my lap. Yeah, for sure. So I don't know. Like, this is that energy. Like, I don't even know. I guess, like, let's take the blessings out of this. So, yeah, that's what's happening for me. I guess this explains a lot to other people. That I've been forced to work with my gifts, that I'm not crashing out when it comes to having to handle certain things, or if they see something on my playlist that is that seems a little overboard. It's not overboard. It's not overboard. This is like it's a true representation of what the energy is. And so I don't know what to say about that, but inevitably this is going to land in my lap. Oh my gosh, my lap. Yeah. Yeah. That's what that is. Okay. So, like, don't sweat it. It's going to come to me. Oh, you can email me. Yeah, you can email me. Or I guess on Instagram. And you can DM me there. I don't even know of any other way if you want, like, a private reading, yeah. And it's also a reminder of what, what efforts were made by the universe in taking me seriously and hearing me out, what kind of gnarly energy that is. Like, to have a more, of a better resolution for that. Like, I am thankful that was removed, but obviously there were trails of breadcrumbs like Hansel and Gretel to this evil witch that eats kids and this and that. That energy was behind a bit of this. Like, and so I don't know what else to say about that, but I'm moving around more. I'm getting to know a lot of different kinds of people. I am unforgettable energy, so I leave an impression on these other energies, whether they do me wrong, do me right, whatever. It positively influences their life and their life path. So I don't cherry pick whatever it is that spirit offers me. I just know I'm very good at what I do. And if I'm hopping around between this and that and this and that, it's not about me being finicky. It's just knowing that it's basically me conducting interviews in certain arenas. It's a dual interview of whether or not this thing fits or not. And that's just the truth of it. And that's just life. It's like a dating scenario on steroids. So, like, nobody can get at me. Like, talking shit on me for, no, I've been with this company for 20 years. What are you, when are you gonna land some, you know, like, you continue doing you. I can tell you are an unhappy soul if you still have one, and you know, that's it. That's where that ends right there. But yeah, like I used to be very self-conscious about what people would say, you know, if I haven't gotten something yet. And now Spirit just backs me. Spirit and their affiliates back me, so it doesn't just end there. I get the last word energetically when people try to do me harm in any way. So I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm safe. I'm good. So now it's time for the takeaways. Okay. Which ones? Hold on. Oh, there's one here. Okay. Okay, we're gonna ditch 2 of the decks because we're like, the time is 1.5 hours. Thank you. Okay, so first one. Okay, and then second one. Okay, so first deck. Top, bottom takeaways. Bottom is King of Swords in reverse. A liar. A thief. A fraud. A con. It could be no, it's all of the, it's all of, it's that, okay? I thought it was going to be hopefully an objective, like, wise one, but this one's not. Apparently, I'm not the only one going through it, if it's so prominent here. My collective is likely going through that, okay? I do not wish it upon you, but that's what it appears to be. 5 of Cups. They got us, the world has got to say bye-bye to those energies. That's just what that is, okay? That's the top of the deck, okay. So now, bottom of the deck here. King of Wands, better networks. The Lover's card in reverse. Ill-intended energies. Okay. So the world can be a difficult place to navigate, okay? Some are straight up like, they have no loyalty to anyone. Like, everyone and anyone they have zero loyalty to. And so those are obviously goodbye, jail time, whatever. It's gone, okay? Banished. Obliterated, that kind of energy. This is like, you can have like a wonderful network, whatever. But just know that there are some hidden in the scenario that are, you know, bad blood energy. These are the energies. They could be great to some people, okay? Depending on like what you need them for, depending on what you transact for. However, like on a deeper level, this is, this is kind of like 50 Shades of bullshit. So like most, this is where they take it on a personal level. Like, there's those energies there. So it depends on like what these like bullshitters like resource, you know. This is like anything and everything, but they don't get too personal with you, so like they can't utilize those resources. These are the ones that use the personal items, you know. Like, use your own, they use your own gun, you know, like they like use your like own words, even if it's like a couple or like somebody that has like a wonderful like heart-moving story, and to cheer somebody else up, and they use it like in a public arena as if it were their own, you know. Those are those kind of energies, to build like, you know, that warmth and nostalgia, that kind of energy. All right, That's the top of the deck. That's no secret to the sauce. Everybody knows who they are. All right, moving forward. 2 takeaways from my expanded divine... No, shoot. I don't know why I do it like that. Okay. 2 takeaways from my super duper refined divine collective. Yes. Everyone has their own definition for sure. Okay. Okay. First takeaway. 8 of Swords. Clarified by what? Judgment. Oh, so some people are put behind bars. Okay. External. Judgment is called. This could be something actual legal. Somebody is put behind bars. It's being stuck. They could have avoided that. They could have gotten themselves out of this predicament, but no. There's this is you have where there's a will, there's a way. This person has lost their will and their way, and so they're on their way to jail. That's what that is. I've never seen something so obvious. Okay, the second takeaway. Some it's spiritual and some actual jail. Yeah, that's true. Okay, your second takeaway is Knight of Wands in reverse. A player, but let's get a little clarifier on that. Two of Wands. No, it sized up this energy. It's a juvenile, somebody that doesn't take themselves seriously. Yeah, they don't take their life seriously. They're still like, what is it? They call it something the streets. What do you call it? They're for the streets. But they're still like running game. Is that what that is? I don't know. Dude, these sayings. I'm sorry, I'm not qualified in in that arena. That's what I'm hearing. But this is sizing things up correctly. So the plan is for them is to, you know, this kind of solitary confinement program thing. Anyway, that's your takeaway. So okay, interesting. And again, that's external. Unless you're like a nasty energy cross watcher or whatever, but that's definitely true here. Night night. Oh my gosh, it's already almost 2. What the heck? I was looking at the shoot. Okay, so my partners in peace and quiet, which includes myself. 1, 2, 2. First takeaway is Ten of Pentacles in reversal. That's inheritance, but it's also a great deal of personal worth. Oh yes, thank you for your support. Yes, you're the narrator of someone else's story and like to claim. Yeah, that's right. The Chariot card in reverse. It stays with you, or it stays with us. It's ours. It's parked. Like, you know, when you're like riding on empty, or you like that one bar left, and you're like, oh god, chugga choo choo. I hope I just make it to my home so that I can get the tow truck at any given time, not having to wait like an hour and a half, possibly, you know, wherever I am. They're gonna meet me at my house, and I could just walk out and get it, like get that shit handled. It lands in your house. It's like it's there. It's there. It's delivered. It made its like every bit of fuel, and there's still like a little bit more left to get to that gas station. That's what that is. Okay, second takeaway. Nine of Cups in reverse. Personal satisfaction. Like, sacred. Yeah, definitely. The World card in reverse. This is unending. This is something that you started out with your baseline as a kid. It carries you through. It's something very, very personal. It's not like, oh, so what did you do over the weekend? And then you have to speak in terms of like something that's like, wow, for everybody else to say, like, oh, that's wonderful. Like to give you accolades. It has to be something, you know, scripted, manufactured to like doctor to say, you know, to have like to give any kind of feedback. Like that's what kind of I understand that. So this is sacred. This is personal. Like I don't need to answer to anybody with what makes me happy. That's what that is. So that's our takeaways. Okay. Um, yeah, that's what it feels like. I'm on that car ride. Like, oh gosh, it's pouring outside. Can I just make it to here? All right, so my 3 takeaways. First one. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. No, it's Queen of Pentacles in reverse. This is actually the gold digging myself, but this is self-reliance. Seven of Swords in reverse because I want to avoid all the bullshit. I was just thinking many crises averted. Crises. Averted. Crisis. Yeah, averted. That's fantastic. Okay, my second takeaway. Four of Cups. More decisions. No, wait. Okay, so this gives some people like fodder to think about, like, so we can't just run Tina around in circles like the higher ups or whoever the game players they are. Like, we can't just run Tina around in circles. She's going to find out even before she gets to all of this. We're wasting our time, that kind of energy. Knight of Pentacles, so something else is being delivered. Yeah, what kind of pentacle? Unicorn, extroverted. Use your intuition to make beneficial changes. This is the journey of being self-made. Like, don't hold your breath while other people are trying to make up their mind about you. Like, what the fuck is that? Like, you're going to let people into your energetic field and bubbles, like give them that opportunity while they're second guessing you still? What the fuck is that? Those are some shady ass people, or they're not good with themselves. Like, if they had only known, like, I'm not taking offense to it. It's just like, this is saving myself from the trouble of giving other people more accolades than they deserve. Okay. You know what? I don't even have to give you time to like to mull through it. Okay. If we don't need to be polite about this, you know, just be straightforward. Okay. And if you're still mulling over it, over all of this, you just clearly don't see me. Like, you don't see me. So, extroverted talent. You don't see him. I don't just have talent. Unicorn talent. So, you know what? Like, some people are made beyond their time, you know? And so, I might not be shelf ready for this era, but I'm definitely ready for another era. And I mean, this is more niche. A lot of people like to say like niche, like it's chandelier on their words. It's like, no, motherfucker. There's a certain way, that a certain timing of when you use niche, and you don't use niche like it's I don't know, like that's crazy. So okay, moving forward, my third takeaway is extroverted, 10 of Wands. Yeah, 10 of Wands is supposed to be like that. Okay, so this doesn't have to be a huge burden, but like this does feel like Frodo type of energy. It does feel like having to go through a lot and being targeted, and but this is like, you know what that does for me? I take all the magic. I alchemize with it. This is like creating a new galaxy. This is the Eye of Sauron. You know, like this is kind of scary. It's taking all that magic. I don't just absorb it, I alchemize it. And so not to fear. Okay, clarifier. Ace of Cups in reversal, extroverted. So yeah, this is like a huge thirst quencher. This is definitely the Gatorade cup with a bunch of goldfish. Do you see that? Do you see that? Oh my God, do you see that? Holy crap. Yeah, that's for sure. That's a huge increase, well, spiritual growth. So yeah, if we're talking about like what, quantum theory, quantum mechanics, whatever the frig that is, this is not just birthing a new reality for myself and those that surround me, but also like talking, this is galaxies. Like, do you know like how far technology can, like how crazy technology can be in other galaxies, like in or within this, like the expanse of like you don't think that they can't tap into our fields over here? You don't think that they can change like whether we connect to like this or that, or you don't think that they can shift things? You're fucking crazy. You don't think that they can deploy other sources, that movers and shakers that look like us? I'm not talking about cloning here. I'm talking about not saying that that's not a thing. I'm just saying that you don't think that there are ways like we're basically a bunch of dum-dums, sitting on a plantation. And so like I just, with what we're doing here, this is fucking crazy. Yeah, so I have a great deal of helpers. I'm gonna get one from them. Give me a second. My extraterrestrial tarot. What do you want to say? My terrestrial tarot, but I'm just gonna say they extra. So, what do you want to tell me? What do you want to tell me, babes? How do I do it? Okay, like that. Okay. Let's go for 2 hours. Just kidding. Let's go. We're almost there anyway. Synergy. 6. It's extroverted in reversal. What's that all about? It's something different. I don't think it's bad blood. I didn't get that energy there. I heard replacements though. 5, okay, loss, okay, but it's in reverse. The 5 of Cups in reverse. Say, oh, they said, good, yeah, say goodbye. You know how they say hello to my little friend. This is say goodbye to, you know, basically all the shitheads, you know, basically. So there are replacements. I don't understand what that freaking means. Um, okay. This fell under the table. The Fool card in reverse, the Chariot in reverse, the Sun card, and Air. They said just sit tight. Totally, like just if your card doesn't work all of a sudden, know that you're supposed to be wherever you're supposed to be. Don't think that like somebody did something like heinous or whatever. And if they did, don't worry. They were they were used like pawns and they didn't even freaking know it. But this is what the frick? This is this is weird. This is like well timed. Whatever it is, it's like this will do it feels like a narrated story where it's like at the stroke of midnight or stroke of noon something happens, like I am inevitably seen. There's like there's no doubt, like it's almost like the inverse to like the Kennedy assassination, but this is something that's like struck like highly positive news for me, like where that's so weird. Like hold on. What you talking about? Oh, excuse me. Doop 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 doop. Okay. What did I just do? It's crazy. Yeah, in other words, like divine timing here. They just... it's definitely like hang in there. Like I know it feels like a stopping point. Like a more than a speed bump. What is this? Knowing. I think that's not supposed to be like that. Okay, we're gonna put it. Okay. Knight of Swords and the World card. Yeah, things are moving quickly. Oh, there's one more here. Things are moving quickly. Things are moving quickly. I got like a rib cage there. Like you might feel like scarce. Like this is almost like the bare bones approach, but it's like the scarcity of like just seeing your rib cage and that kind of thing. But things are moving quickly, and there's a closure, but there's justice. Like they will see it through, like a true end to bullshitteries. I don't know how. I don't know what they're talking about, but they're ensuring it. Yeah, my extraterrestrial energies, they like, I don't know I don't know how they orchestrate certain things, but I know they are tapped into a lot more than, so, the Moon card, manifesting. Not extraterrestrial fam are insanely accurate. Like, I know that, like, time is, like, a human construct or whatnot. But the impression of time, like, remember there was something on my feed about, like, this video clip of how, what do you call it? Like how a quartz, the timing of it, like the revolutions or something, indicate, the passage of time and its nowness. So there's something about that there that like they are very accurate in like finding pockets, like deep pockets of opportunities. Like, you know what this is? This is like it's not just deep pockets, but relative to, let's say, like a fishing vest. You know, it's like all those little compartments, this and that. They know the time pockets, so they can really pull through. So I don't know. I've never, like, when I was a kid, I wasn't like huge on alien stuff. I mean, I was open to the realm. I checked out books from the school library on like anything and everything, like occult, paranormal type of stuff, but it was very limited because I went to a private school. So anyway, I did. And what was I going to say about that? But it was like an era of when, like little kitschy stuff, like keychains and certain like fabric prints like had that, the Gray's alien type of, thing or piece, that like happy face, all it was in that arena of timing, and a lot of like glow in the dark stuff. But I don't know if I was really big on that stuff. Just the actual possibilities. So anyway, why did I even say that? I don't know why I said that. I don't. Oh. So I just understand that there's a lot more out there, and even though like I don't quite understand everything, I just know with the timing of certain things, there's there's like no way that I can deny their involvement in my life, like for the positive. Like there's no denying. Like there's there's like I mean, I understand that there's like secret societies behind certain systems that can shift things here and there, that people know people know people know people, but like people are just people with people standards sometimes, and especially having to go through like, oh my gosh, this reading like one after the other, and it's like there are highly evolved energies, not just within this dimension, because like if you think about it, if we're thinking about galaxies and other dimensions, what if there's other different like 11.2 dimension or whatever in another galaxy? You know what I mean? Like there's a lot. There's a lot. Like license plate codes of different dimensions, like how expansive is this thing really? And so I just know I have other energies that are superior, very, very evolved, that helped me out. And I wonder why sometimes, like I just don't understand. But they are more than just helpful. Yeah. So they're my replacements for the fuckeries down here, So okay. One signing off. Boop. The Magician. Abracadabra. Yeah, for sure. All right, thanks very much for all donations provided in and of light and love that reciprocate equally and therefore abundantly. But now that this reading is officially over, I call back all my power, energy, essence, gifts, strength, properties, passions, pursuits, and prospects. Yes, from those that call upon cast, generate, bring, magnify, multiply, or any variation thereof, the aforementioned ill will, intent, thought form, pattern, and or entity, to pass through the white light of the Holy Spirit for cleansings, for blessings, for reformatting to love and light energy, and to be refortified in me, only me, hassle-free, no doubt, and no attachment, except for all bonus points included. By the way, thank you for my my expanded divine panel of the Infinite 8, which also includes my extra terrestrial fam, for sure. It always does. All right, I think that's it for now. Okay. Okay. Wait, what did you say? Exactly. Yes, neon colors. I mean, I love part of this because it, like, who has granny squares with a neon coloring to it? Like, whoever, like, the granny that made this, she was before her time for sure. All right. She was the hip grandma. Anyway, upon closing the portals in these readings, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mine with their appropriate karmas due, assisting with a sequence of rollout and light and love. I close the portals in these readings now.